to see the folds, the 5 folds that are formed in the infracolic compartment. First of all, I will show you, this is the bladder. This thing is the bladder. It is bladder, and this is the apex of the bladder. From the apex of the bladder, you can clearly appreciate a ligamentous thing. This is the ligamentous thing. It is ascending up like this and going towards the umbilicus. So this ligamentous thing is actually urachus, and this urachus and in which the fold in which it is present is actually the median umbilical fold. So this is the first fold, the median umbilical fold in which urachus is present. Now the lateral umbilical fold, the medial umbilical fold is not quite visible here, so we will neglect it. But we have the lateral umbilical fold. This one, it is the inferior epigastric artery, and the fold in which it is running is the lateral umbilical fold. You know, between these folds there the fossa will be forming. So like here there will be like the supravesical fossa. Similarly, there will be the lateral inguinal fossa and medial inguinal fossa respectively. Unfortunately, we have dissected the folds and the parietal peritoneum from this side, so we cannot show you completely, but for the sake of convenience, you can see the urachus and the lateral umbilical fold. Like these 2 folds here on the right side, the similar 2 folds will be on the left side. You can see this is the inferior epigastric artery, and the it is running in its lateral umbilical fold. Okay, so after forming the folds, the peritoneum will now extend on both sides like this. The peritoneum will extend on both sides. So this is the anterior abdominal wall, this is umbilicus, and here you can see the urachus running up. This is the urachus. So it is coming towards the umbilicus. So these layers will now turn in a curvilinear fashion, will turn in a curved manner and cover the anterior abdominal wall on the both sides like this. It will cover the anterior abdominal wall on the both sides, and after it has covered the anterior abdominal wall on the both sides, it will dip into the abdominal cavity or the peritoneal cavity or the infracolic region. Okay, this is the infracolic region. I have reflected the right side. After it has come on the right side, it will dip into the peritoneal cavity. The water you are seeing here is actually present in the paracolic gutter, the right paracolic gutter. So it will cover the right paracolic gutter anteriorly, and after it has covered the right paracolic gutter anteriorly, this is the ascending colon. This structure on my fingers are tracing ascending colon. It will cover the ascending colon superiorly and will make it retroperitoneal, and after covering the ascending colon, it will cover the right infracolic space, and after covering the right infracolic space, it will form the mesentery of the small intestine. This is the mesentery of the small intestine. This thing is the mesentery, and it will form the right fold of the mesentery of the small intestine. After forming the mesentery, it will turn like this and it will surround the intestines completely. It will surround the intestines, and after it has completely surrounded the intestines, it will come on the left side and it will form the left mesentery of the small intestine. This is the left side of the mesentery, or you can say the left fold of the mesentery. It will form the left fold, and after it has formed the left fold of the mesentery, it will dip further downward. It will cover the anterior surface of the left infracolic space. It will cover the descending colon like this, and it will form the anterior surface of the left paracolic gutter, and after it has formed the surface of the gutter, it will turn up like this. After it has turned up, it will be forming the parietal peritoneum of the anterior abdominal wall on the left side, and then it will turn left anteriorly and it will become continuous with the right side. So it will be the horizontal tracing in the infracolic compartment.